Fear and respect, domination and influence. These words, often linked to Machiavelli, carry a heavy weight in our world. They speak of power, of control, of making one's presence felt, sometimes in ways that feel unsettling. We often imagine this power wielded through overt action, through loud commands or cunning whispers. But what if the most profound power, the most unshakable respect, and the deepest influence arise not from imposing anything on others, but from mastering something far closer, ourselves? What if the fear we truly seek to inspire isn't terror, but a kind of silent awe, the deep respect others feel when faced with unwavering integrity, with a calm that cannot be broken? And what if domination has nothing to do with bending others to our will, but everything to do with achieving complete sovereignty over our own chaotic inner world? Today, we explore Machiavelli's sharp insights, but we turn them inward. We seek the strategy not for external conquest, but for building an inner presence so strong, so centered, so virtuous, that it naturally commands respect and exerts a quiet, undeniable influence without needing to utter a single threat. Before a single word is spoken, before any action is taken, a presence is felt. Some people walk into a room and the very air seems to shift. It isn't always aggression or overt dominance. Often, it's a deep, unnerving stillness, a sense of unshakable ground beneath their feet. Where does this silent power originate? Machiavelli might have looked for external positioning, but the deeper truth, the Stoic secret, lies in mastering your inner domain. Imagine your mind as a vast territory. Within it, there is a small central fortress. This is the realm of your choices, your judgments, your responses. It is the only part of the entire landscape that you truly, absolutely command. Everything else, the shifting opinions of others, the unpredictable weather of fortune, even the reactions of your own body, lies outside these walls. The game most people play is a frantic, exhausting battle fought in these outer lands, trying to control the uncontrollable. They build their sense of self on shifting sands. But the individual who commands silent respect has abandoned this futile war. They have withdrawn their forces, their attention, their value back inside the inner citadel. They spend their energy meticulously fortifying these walls, ensuring every judgment is sound, every response is chosen, every value is clear. From this unbreachable fortress, they observe the outer world, the storms, the dramas, the games, with a calm, discerning eye. They are not indifferent, but they are uninvested in a way that others find baffling, perhaps even intimidating. This profound self-possession, this quiet refusal to be swayed by external chaos, is the source. It isn't a strategy to impose anything. It is the natural result of radical self-mastery. It is the silent domination of self that others perceive as strength. The world is a cacophony. People spill their thoughts, their fears, their plans, often driven by a nervous need to fill the void, to seek validation, or to assert a presence they don't truly feel within. This constant stream, Machiavelli would surely note, is a source of immense vulnerability. It reveals your hand, exposes your weaknesses, and dilutes your impact. The man who practices silent domination, however, understands a different currency, the profound weight of silence. He cultivates the ability to listen, not just with his ears, but with his entire being. He watches, he observes, he seeks to understand the underlying currents beneath the surface noise, the real motivations hidden behind the words of others. This deep listening is, in itself, an act of power. but it is his use of silence that truly commands the room. Silence creates a vacuum. It invites others to rush in and fill it, often revealing more than they intended. It projects a sense of deep thought, of unhurried confidence, of someone who isn't swayed by the need for constant chatter. This stillness can be unsettling. It can feel like an imposition to those accustomed to noise.
Machiavelli understood that perception is often shaped by deeds. He advised a prince to appear merciful, faithful, humane, religious, and upright, and also to be so, but to be a man of such a mind that, if you have to be the opposite, you know how. This dance between appearance and reality is a dangerous game. The Stoic proposes a more radical, more silent strategy. Make your reality and your appearance one and the same, rooted deeply in unwavering integrity. Your domination here is over duplicity, over the temptation to cut corners or wear masks to gain advantage. Your power comes from the sheer, unshakable force of your character, expressed through consistent action. When your yes means yes and your no means no, when your actions align perfectly with your stated values, even when it's difficult, you build something far more potent than a crafted image. You build trust. People may not always like your stance, but they will know where you stand. This predictability, born not of rigidity but of principle, is a formidable force. It confounds those who operate in shadows and ambiguity. It commands a deep, often grudging respect. This isn't the fleeting respect born of fear, but the enduring respect earned by someone whose inner compass is true. Your influence then arises not from cunning maneuvers, but from being a reliable anchor, a point of reference, a testament that living with an unwavering hand is possible. That kind of integrity speaks louder than any threat. Many chase power for its immediate rewards, a fleeting advantage, a momentary deference from others. Machiavelli himself often dealt with the urgent, a prince needing to secure his state now. But this short-term focus, while sometimes necessary, misses the most enduring form of influence. The truly dominant figure in the Stoic sense lifts their gaze beyond the immediate horizon. They understand the profound power that comes from living with a deep sense of purpose, anchored by the awareness of life's finite nature. When you remember that your time is limited, memento mori, the petty squabbles and desperate power grabs of the world lose their hold. Your priorities shift. You begin to ask not, how can I gain an advantage today, but how can I live this day, this moment, in accordance with my deepest values? What am I building that will endure? This alignment with purpose creates an inner coherence, a sense of direction that is deeply compelling. People sense it. They may not understand it. They may even feel a touch of fear, awe, before this kind of focused intentionality. But they feel its weight, its authenticity. This is the influence that doesn't need to be announced. It radiates. It comes from knowing your role in the larger human symphony, as the Stoics might say, and playing your part with dedication and virtue. It is the domination over meaninglessness, the ultimate power of a life lived deliberately, pointed towards something larger than oneself. The Machiavellian path, as often understood, seeks power in the noise of the world. But the strategy we've explored finds power in silence. The silence of a controlled mind, of measured words, of unwavering integrity. This isn't about imposing fear, but about inspiring profound respect through the quiet strength of self-mastery. True domination isn't over others, it's over yourself. This is the influence that endures. This is the silence that speaks volumes. This is the power worth seeking. If this exploration of silent strength and inner dominion speaks to you, then the work begins. Which principle of self-mastery will you practice in silence today? Share your commitment in the comments below, a quiet signal to yourself and others on this path. If you believe this deeper understanding of power deserves to be heard above the noise, share this wisdom. And to continue your journey towards unshakable inner peace and authentic influence, subscribe. Join us and walk the path of silent strength.